Nyan is really hard to say. I challenge those of you at home to try to say Nyan. Welcome back, Master. I open the door to the Maid Queen plus Nyan Squared Maid Cafe, and two familiar cat-eared girls greet me with smiles. It's Okarin. One of them is Mayuri. But here, she's called Mayushi Nyan. I honestly never would have guessed that's Mayuri. Since she works here, I stop by about twice a month. I guess that would make me a regular customer. Actually, I've never been to any other maid cafe. Welcome back, Okarin. After bowing again, Mayuri gasped as if she thought of something. Hey, Okarin. Mayushi just noticed something. Welcome back, and Okarin go really well together. Yeah, I guess Okairi, Okarin. Whatever. Kyoma, it's great that you came, yeah? Oh, she's adorable. The other maid who came to greet me, Ferris Nyan, her professional name, of course, hits me with her trademark combo attack of cute cat-like gestures. Mayushi is adorable, yes. Ferris is also really adorable. The pink twin-haired cat. You love Ferris? I'm not surprised. She's the Maid Queen plus Nyan Squared most popular maid. Even though she and Mayuri are about the same age, she looks and acts a bit younger. Nyan's here too. He's been waiting, yeah? Daughter frequents this cafe because he's got a crush on Ferris. I don't know much about either Ferris or Daru, but aesthetically, I think they'd be cute. He often reads her public blog while muttering, "Ferris, you're so cute," to himself. He got it real bad. He's down bad, guys. I keep telling him to choose either 2D or 3D, but he doesn't listen. I also have trouble dealing with this cat girl. She always finds a way to best me. Are you holding another secret meeting to overthrow the evil organization, yeah? That's a sentence. Yeah, something like that. Ferris wants to join too, yeah? No chance. The organization isn't threatened by cat-eared maids. Not true, yeah? Ferris has the perfect secret technique to help take them down. What? You finally mastered that secret technique? Yes, yeah. After completing my pilgrimage to the Guyana Highlands, and overcoming my mentor's death, I finally mastered it. What mentor? Ferris knows my true name, Hyoin Gyoma. I've also told her all about the organization. It still will never feel right to not just blatantly yell at Hyoin Gyoma. And now she's more into that than I am. Amazing. She's always the one to bring up the subject whenever we meet. By the way, this is the first time I've heard of this secret technique, or whatever it is. So Ferris wants to participate in the spirit conference like he promised, yeah? Yeah. Ugh, she's not letting it go. Valentine? You've got mail. Look at Cole again. About that lost mail. I asked Mayuri-chan about what it is you're fighting against, but she just laughed and didn't answer. What should I do? I want to help Kyoma. Aw. Well, there's only one reply option this time, so that's easy enough. You don't need to know. Not yet. Eventually, if Steins Gate so chooses, you'll learn the truth whether you're ready or not. That's nice. Yay. It'll take 30 minutes if I play along with her. You're not suggesting we venture to the sanctuary? The answer is no. Although, you may understand the hidden secrets, you're still too inexperienced. But you promised, Nya? Aren't you going to betray... Are you going to betray me? Not the betrayal. Top 10 anime betrayals. My brother's waiting for me there. Since when do you have a brother? And what the hell's the spirit conference anyway? Ferris looks at me with actual tears in her eyes. I falter, even though I know it's just one of her cutesy acts. Whenever I talk with her, I run out of comebacks, which is really unusual for me. And then she takes the initiative, leaving me with nothing to do but listen to her fantasies. I mean, come on, he can only take it so far. There's a very clear difference between her stories and mine. As anyone can see, I speak nothing but the truth, while Ferris has only delusions and a made-up backstory. I always have to play along. That's why I feel like I can never best her. I don't quite get it, but can Mayoshi go to the sanctuary too? Great, now look who's joined in. It's just going to get worse from here. I have to end this conversation now. You can't come. This discussion is over. Yeah? No fair, Kyoma. That's right. Leaving Mayushi and Ferris-chan behind is mean. Who's Ferris? Ferris-chan is Ferris-chan. Right? Right? Mayuri and Ferris look at each other and smile. Is she talking about this Ferris? Is that her real name? Have I been mistaken all this time? That's a disturbing thought. Well, Mayushi has a hard time saying Ferris, so I call her Ferris-chan instead. Ferris versus Ferris. Am I missing something? Ferris versus Ferris. Okay. Fuck you that EXE has stopped responding. Oh, so that's it. It's like we're in a girls' school. That's not too tabby. Okay then. Moving on. Show me to the table already. How long do you want me to stand here waiting? Forever. Nya. Sorry, Nya. Table 4-2. This way, Nyan. Mayushi, I'll leave it to you, Nyan Nyan. Leave it to me, Nyan Nyan. All the Nyans. If you hadn't noticed, the cat-eared maids here are at Maid Queen plus Nyans. The cat-eared maid... If you haven't noticed, the cat-eared maids here at Maid Queen plus Nyan Squared are required to add cat sounds, nyas and nyans, to their words with some frequency. Mayuri takes my hand and leads me inside, not aside. Nyan, nyan, nyan. Apparently, Mayushi Nyan Nyan is the only one who leads customers by the hand like this. It probably comes naturally to her. She doesn't even realize the effect it has on her customers. And that's why she's second to Ferris in popularity at this maid cafe. She guides me to Daru's table. The tables are about 60% full. Among Akiba's maid cafes, Maid Queen plus Nyan Squared popularity is solid, but not booming. Considering what Ferris and the others are wearing, it's more like a cosplay cafe than a maid cafe. Furthermore, the cat ears and Nyan God, dialect makes it less accessible to low-level otaku and first-timers. On the other hand, those same cat ears are a topic of heated debate among die-hard maid cafe fans. Maids don't have cat ears. Cat ears plus maid equals 2 times mole. These two viewpoints clash. This place is one of the older maid cafes in Akihabara, but it doesn't get much media exposure. Maybe that's what makes it more comfortable than most. At least, that's what Daru says. He talks about this stuff so much that it's been burned into my synapses. Daru-kun, Ocarina is here, Nyan. You're way late. Seriously, man. Daru sits in front of me, but doesn't look my way. He looks upset for some reason. So, what were you just talking about with Ferris? I want details. You really want to know? I don't think you'd understand it. Hell, even I didn't get most of it. Ah, the usual. Your conversations are too much for a regular otaku. You guys exude an aura or something, you know? It's like you two have your own reality marble. You know I can't forgive you. Okay, and what the fuck is a reality marble? A type of magecraft in which the user overwrites the world with a pocket dimension based on his or her emotional experience. Often used in ordinary conversation to speak of couples flirting in public, immersed in their own world, not caring about the pain they are inflicting on others. So long story short, Daru is jealous, but we already kind of figured. Or at least I already kind of figured. Since it's already been established, Daru has a major crush on Ferris. Is down real bad. I think Ferris likes Ocarina. Of all the maids and masters here, yeah, the only one who can keep up with Ferris-chan is you, Ocarin. I'm not even close to keeping up with her. I'm so jealous, you lucky bastard. I have no interest in women who dress themselves in lies. I like you're one to talk. Silence, you unfaithful bastard. All your 2D wives are crying. You struck a nerve, man. Daru theatrically grabs his chest and falls onto the table. Oh no, someone wrote his name in the death note. I sip from one of the glasses of water that Mayuri brought to our table. Master, may I take your order, Nyan? Desu ka, Nyan? Omelette rice and hot coffee. Black. I want omelet rice. Coming right up, Nyan, Nyan. After taking my order, Mayuri finds her way towards the counter as if swimming between the rows of tables. I hope she doesn't trip. So, what did you need? Daughter asked without getting up from the table. That's right. In my confrontations with Shining Finger and Cat Girl, I almost forgot my original objective. I was gonna head to the lab in about an hour. I have an urgent matter to discuss. Top secret. I lean on the table and scan the area without moving my head. You remember John Titter? John Titter? Who's that? The self-proclaimed time traveler who appeared on the internet about 10 years ago. I thought we talked about him before. Is this a new addition to your made-up backstory? It's nothing like that. Everything I say is the truth. What a pain. Well, I guess I can play along. So, what's the source on this Titter guy being from the future? Wait, you've seriously never heard about him before? Seriously, bro, I haven't. Sure you didn't just forget? I can't say for sure. There are even books about him. I might remember if you show me one. You really don't remember? Memories fade. We're not computers, man. This is wrong. I remember talking to Daru about John Titor back in high school. It was only idle talk, so it's possible that Daru forgot about it. Daru is quite the internet addict, but the internet lets you choose what information you want to see. There's no guarantee Daru looked up info on John Titor. If he had, I doubt he would have forgotten so completely. Is it my memories that are mistaken, or everyone else's? Then what about the IBN 5100? Whoa, you know about that? Cool. Yaru-chan. So you know about it? It's the model IBN released back in 1975. Right, that's what John Titor said on @channel. He traveled to 1975 first, obtained an IBN 5100, then leaped to 1998. Hey, the year I was born. What kind of computer is it? The stupidly expensive kind. Back when it came out, computers were so expensive that average people couldn't get their hands on them. It was full of proprietary IBM technology. It was a pretty powerful computer for its time. Then 6 years later, in 1981, IBM launched the popular IBM PC series. Now that's more famous. Anyway, it's not like I'm an expert. Those are just stuff I read on a wiki. Have you heard the urban legend that's... Have you heard the urban legend that there's one in Akiba? You bet I have. Just last month there was a big talk about it on the net. Some @channelers heard the rumors and went searching for it. My friend on Freypara, Sister Centipede, was the main person behind that. My friend's Sister Centipede? What the fuck? Okay, what was that tip? Because what's Freypara supposed to be? A popular SNS website designed to facilitate easy communication between users. I mean, I figured it was fictional, but I can't really think of what it's supposed to be. Maybe it's completely made up? Even the legendary Neidhart de Blitzchannel joined the fray, but they still couldn't find it. Neidhart der Blitzchannel. I don't German very good, but I have tried. So it was just a hoax? Who knows? There are tons of underground shops in Akiba. It wouldn't be strange if an IBM 5100 suddenly turned up in some hole in the wall. I see. My phone suddenly starts vibrating. Oh boy. Ah, shining finger. Please reply. Okabe-san, I mailed you as soon as I could. My name is Kiryu Moeka. I'm a 20-year-old freelance editor. I believe I mentioned I work part-time at Arc Rewrite. Sorry for taking your picture. It wasn't on purpose. I needed some shots of Akihabara for work, and you just happened to be in one. Actually, to tell you the truth, I was hoping to sneak some shots of the satellite, LMAO. By the way, the picture I took was just a test, not the final shot. That's why I was using my phone. Even if you hadn't begged me to delete it, I wouldn't have posted it, so don't worry. Anyway, I should get to the point. I'm really sorry for asking like this, Lokabe-kun, but it would be super great if you could ask your friend, the super hacker, about the IBM 5100. I don't really know anything about computers, especially old computers. All I have to go on is the picture I showed you. I'll attach the image. Be absolutely positively sure to reply, okay? I'll be waiting. And if you could, I'd be super happy if you gave me your super hacker friend's email address. I'll mail you again. It's okay to mail you again, right? Of course it is. Bye, Moeka. Oh, come on. What's with this mail? Discarding the weird timing. Is this really the gloomy, unsociable woman I met in front of Radicon? She's like a completely different person in this email. Does she have split personalities or something? No, it's pretty common for people to be different in their messages than in person. Wild, I know. Well, I got some info about that IBM 5100, so I guess I should give her a reply. But if I send an immediate reply to a woman I just met, won't I come off as clingy and desperate? Yelling Hyoma will not be taken lightly. This is my chance to make her understand which one of us is the superior human being. And above all, I have yet to ascertain if she can be trusted. She might start harassing me if I reply the wrong way. And besides, she hasn't proven that she's not working for the organization. Nonetheless, it couldn't hurt to tell her what I've learned from Daru. To discourage her, of course. Mwahaha! Let's ignore it. This is out of kindness. Sorry for the wait, Daru. So, there's one thing I need to know. I scan the area with my eyes once more, then I lean in close. The IBM 5100 has the power to destroy the world, right? What? It doesn't have the power to do anything, let alone destroy the damn world. What's this, Nya? The world's gonna be destroyed, Nya? Ferris brings my omelet rice. She's doing her cat-like gestures while keeping her tray balanced on one hand. True feline agility. Despite her Nyan nonsense, Ferris is the consummate professional. Nyan is really hard to say. I challenge those of you at home to try to say Nyan. Master, thanks for waiting, Nyan. Omelette rice, Nyan. Omelette rice, Nyan. The cat girl puts the omelette rice on the table and then takes a bottle of ketchup from her apron pocket. She uses the right, the world is doomed in red letters upon the omelette's blank yellow canvas. Sakai Gabai. Please enjoy your meal before the world ends. Omelette rice, Nya. Yes. Freaking Sakai Gabai. Paris is great. I love her so much. Whoa, the world is doomed for the win. Faris' handwriting is so cute, it puts my omelet in danger too. Me going downstairs and just going, nah, Yan. The Nyan virus has spread. It appears the cuteness has shattered Daru's sanity. Yeah, that's fair. I give him a look that says calm down, but to no avail. I smooth out the ketchup with the bottom of my spoon, erasing the ketchup words. What a waste. I'm gonna eat it either way. Darunyan, have you considered participating in Ferris Cup, Nyan? In the Ferris Cup. There is an article that I skipped. Yeah, of course. I'm participating. Fetish cup? What's that? I take a mouthful of omelet rice. Next Sunday, we're hosting a Rainet tournament at the cafe, yeah? Ferris starts dancing in place. I prefer she not jump around like that when people are eating nearby. Ferris is the event organizer. It's all my idea, Nyan. You can participate too if you want, Kyoma. Entrance fee is 1,000 yen and includes a drink. Whoever beats Ferris gets to enjoy some of Paris's home cooking, yeah? It'll never happen, Hokurin. Sucks at Rainet. Yeah, but it's so fun. No, I'm fine. I stop shoveling the omelet rice into my mouth. Then I deliver a melancholy sigh. Rainet Access Battlers. Huh? Whenever I hear that name, I remember the former champion. Has it already been 2 years? No. It's nothing. Forget what I said. Nya? That sounded so serious, Nya. He was the former champion, Nya. He probably doesn't exist. I mean, Rainet didn't even have official tournaments until about a year ago. Kyoma. You still can't forget him, can you, Nya? What? I remember that you and the champion, my brother, were such good friends, Kyoma. You were so close and made me jealous, Nya. Paris is definitely into Kyoma, isn't she? Oh my. Damn it. She took my story and ran with it again. I never even said anything about him being her brother. Hell, I don't know if Ferris even has siblings. I shouldn't have talked about stuff like this in front of Ferris. Yes, Nya. All the Nyas. But it's time to let go of the past. Seize the day with your own paws. Freaking paws. Her shout resounds throughout the storm. Her finger snaps at me. Even though it's painful. No. Because it's painful. I succeeded in my brother's dying wish and perfected my skills as a Rainetter, Nya. Do you remember, Nya? He'd always say, someday, let's bring peace to the world with Rainet. Ferris, bring me my coffee. Nya. I present my empty plate to Ferris. I always eat quickly. It's a habit I picked up naturally during my years on the run for the organization. Screw the slow food trend. What? Is this like a diet thing? Like, oh yeah, eat slow. Food that takes time to cook and eat as opposed to fast food or instant food. I guess that's fair. Sure thing, master. Just a moment, yeah? Ferris takes the dish and heads back to the counter. Phew. If I'd left things going as they were, I'd have had to play along for another 10 minutes in her fantasy world. Ferris is one of the most skilled Rainetters I know. Daughter explains with a wry smile. She's gone undefeated in over 400 unofficial matches. Dang. Is she Rickson Gracie? Ugh. Rickson Gracie, that's a name. Daughter ignores my perfect retort. It's so disappointing that Ferris doesn't go to official tournaments. She'd win if she did, no doubt. Why doesn't she? I'm sure it's for the customers. She probably doesn't want to inconvenience the store. Truly a model maid. Also, she's Mayashi's age, so she probably has school too. She doesn't want to inconvenience the store, yet she's holding the Ferris cup here? That doesn't matter at all. The point is, Ferris is cute, and cuteness is justice. Cute cat-eared maids are sweet, if you know what I mean. And that's all that matters, right? At least Daru has very clear motivations in life. So in the end, do you bet for the 2D team or the 3D team? I dare say I'm buying. That's not what that means. Unless you do happen to like men too, Daru. I don't think this is the coming out you wanted it to be. But happy Pride Month, I guess. Oh boy. You're an inspiration, Daru. Should we overthink that sentence in response? Nah, we'll save that for the fanfiction writers. I know. I'm just too awesome. Daru usually doesn't show enthusiasm for anything. The exceptions are Moe and Ferris. I wish you were this passionate about our experiments. I had to pull Daru away from Ferris so we could return to the lab. We arrived to find it hotter than a sauna in hell. Oh, I'm receiving mail? I didn't hear the notification. Ferris. The final battle is close at hand, Nya. You're more perceptive than I thought, Nya. So now you understand what's at stake. The Red Southern Cross will soon hatch, Nya. The time has come for Ferris to journey to the sanctuary and prepare for... I can say no more, Nya. Okay, what's the first response? Possible response. What are you talking about? Will you quit testing me with this mockery? That kind of sucks. I see, so the holders of original sin, those who, like me, were born of Prototype 13, have begun to assemble an Akiba, guided by the star that we alone can see. The time is right. Ooh, I like that. But what's the other option? Impossible. You mean it's already awakening? It's 50 years earlier than I predicted. What does this mean? Ooh, I like that one too. I prefer this one though. This one's more dramatic. Original sin. I quickly open the windows, letting a small breeze blow in. It won't be enough. I flip our fan to full power and place it on the table in front of me. I really wish we had an air conditioner. I turn on the computer. This is our PC for our communal use among lab members. It still uses an old CRT monitor, so it looks ancient. But don't let its looks deceive you. Our computer whiz, Daru, scrounged up some parts and made some mods to it. In any case, I don't spend much time on it. I mostly use it to update the Future Gadget Laboratory's homepage, check my email, visit news sites, and browse @channel. I wonder if the new titter is still posting. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. I'm happy to explain. Just so you know, it's impossible to reproduce with current technology. Certain critical components won't exist until certain events them in 2034. Time travel works by altering gravity. Basically, you can think of it as using the twin paradox, but that alone isn't enough to reverse time. Still here, faker? You're annoying, go away. So your power is gravity control? Not bad, but still not enough to top-tier power levels. For top-tier power levels. I can read so good, guys. The twin paradox. Is that like the Urashima effect? That's just slowing time down, not reversing it. Who gives a shit about the time machine? Give me stock prices. It just uses triple cylinders and curved black holes, doesn't it? Just like you said 10 years ago. And your time machine is a 1970s Chevy. I know all of it. Oh god, shut the fuck up, you disgusting Chuny scum. The twin paradox and the Hiroshima effect are different things. Duh. Time traveler. John Titter. A Chevy is an American car, right? I'd rather go German with a BMW, lol. By triple cylinders, are you referring to the Tipler machine? Lol, what? A Tipler cylinder would have it to be 10 kilometers in diameter, 1,000 kilometers long, have mass equal to the sun, and revolve 2,500 times per second to become a time machine, lol. How do you fit that onto a Chevy? Even if you could, a Tipler machine can't travel farther back in time than the moment of its creation. Enough of your delusions. @channel is not your blog. I want to hear from Titter. This is a surprise. Does this mean people of this age already know about my time machine? Did you really encounter me 10 years ago? If so, then that must have been on another world line. I, at least, have not gone to the year 2000. In any case, the important point is that a rotating black hole has the same effect as a Tipler cylinder. You can learn about pure black holes by studying the Penrose diagram or Tipler's calculations. My time machine works by generating a pair of curved black holes. In Japanese, please. Titter came 10 years ago? Source? What the fuck are curved black holes? Explain using boopies or erotic one. I guess this is supposed to be a knockoff of, like, 4chan, but god. I'll pay 1,000 yen to ride your time machine. Not a yen more. Source says y'all is delusions, lol. Real deal. He didn't deny it? Lol. All aboard Hyomin's crazy train. Prepare for a train wreck. Curved black hole time travel is theoretically possible, but 1. How do you get black holes to spin? Don't tell me you ain't until you find one spinning naturally. That's ridiculous. 2. How do you pass through the singularity? There's no way a Chevy can withstand the pressure. Okay, what is... In astrophysics, a point of infinite gravity, singularities are predicted to... No! Okay, here it is. I can't scroll through it. I don't know why. Whatever. It exists at the center of black holes. However, since it's impossible to observe the interior of a singularity, the existence of such cannot be proven. In a black hole, the singularity is formed by the gravitational collapse of a dying star. For example, imagine a star millions of kilometers in diameter. Now imagine that entire star's mass compressed into a smaller space than the period of the end of this sentence. Intense. But yeah, okay. Why the short explanations, John? You stupid? Wanna die? Still no stock prices? Crash. This isn't a delusion. I know for a fact that Titter posted 10 years ago. There's even a book about it. Search the used bookstores if you don't believe me. His Chevy has a gravity distortion unit. That's what he said 10 years ago. Yes, it does have a gravity distortion unit. My time machine is not perfect. It was built by a third party who reverse engineered CERN's design. The gravity distortion unit is a little unstable. First, the unit produces a microsingularity, then injects electrons to induce rapid rotation. This generates a local gravity sine wave. As the time machine passes through the singularity, the gravity distortion unit regulates the pressure to ensure safe passage. I'm not a specialist, so I cannot explain the mechanics any further. Let me just say that curved black holes can be manufactured. I assume everyone's aware of CERN's current experiments with black hole creation. TLDR, shut the fuck up. That's nice. Unstable sounds dangerous. Oh fuck, Titter's black holes are gonna swallow the Earth. He's not just a mass murderer, he's trying to wipe out the entire human race. Find his parents before it's too late. Kuri Gohan and Kamehameha? It's not that you won't explain, it's that you can't, lol. How do you set the destination? The Earth is constantly moving. Or didn't you know that? By the way, I proposed that Titter equals Hyoin theory. No! I set the destination with the VGL system. That's variable gravity lock. It functions by reading the local gravity of the destination and locking the Tipler sine waves onto that location. By locking onto Earth's gravity ensures that I don't end up floating in space. It uses 4 cesium clocks to make the calculations, so the margin of error is negligible. He only needs to shut up, lol. I never heard of any titter from 10 years ago, lol. So the universe is deep in titter shit. The same information was in the titter book. All you've done is post 10-year-old copy pasta. Anyone could do that. How do I know you're the real titter? Jonathan's so moe. My waifu, I recognize different options. I'm feeling more and more disappointed. Still nothing concrete. Nice try, I guess, but I won't be fooled. Well, I shouldn't waste all day on @channel. We have more important things to deal with. I just bit my tongue. Namely, the phone wave name subject to change. We haven't experimented with it since yesterday. It's high time I figure out what's going on with that thing. Earlier, I asked Daru to connect the phone wave name subject to change to the computer. He finished setting it up yesterday, and now he's about to do the quick wire work in the development room. Hey, Daru. What's with the by 68,000? What does this mean? A 16-bit PC sold in Japan in the late 1980s. Its peculiar twin tower case was dubbed Manhattan-shaped. Amazing. I mean, it's a 20-year-old machine with specs lower than my cell phone. It's cool, duh. So it's like the reason why some protagonists are odd-eyed even though they're Japanese. I can imagine what that means, but let's look anyways. Heterochromia, a condition where the eyelids the eyes are different colors, a trait often found in anime and manga characters. There usually isn't a reason for the character to be odd-eyed, it's mostly just for the moe or coolness factor. Totally not being called out as one of those characters. No way, couldn't be me. Though my character is in Japanese, but it's still not normal. It's very rare. Not getting you, bro. It's cool. If it's cool, then it's cool. Anyway, there wasn't much of an option. This was the only PC we weren't using. What about your new one? No way. We don't know what could happen when it's connected to your crazy machine. It could kill the performance. Selfish bastard. Besides, we made the phone wave name subject to change together. It's our crazy machine. It's our child, Taru. Anyway, did you do any research on the jellification? Yeah, at the university this morning. Why would a banana jellify? What kind of science are we dealing with here? I examined a sample under a microscope and found it was shredded at the molecular level. Shredded? It's not a mere phase transition. The banana became something entirely different. They need to stop using the big brain terms because I am small brain. A phase transition is what occurs when a substance changes from one state of matter to another. Examples include liquid to solid, freezing, liquid to gas evaporation, ferromagnetic, paramagnetic, and the vacuum phase transition. Well then. Could it have rotted? Nah, there's no way 2 minutes in the microwave could do that. Then I remembered about fractal structures. In geometry, a structure that demonstrates self-similarity, the smallest portion of a fractal structure will appear similar to the whole. Common examples of fractal structures are snowflakes and coastlines. Fractals? Sciences? Big brains. Another new tip. Fuck. Okay. The Menger sponge thing. So many big words. An example of a fractal structure. Take a cube and do the following. One for each side of the cube. Cut a square hole in the center with 1 by 9 the area of the face. Each side now has 8 squares. 2. For each of these 8 squares, cut a new hole with the 1 by 9 of the area of the square. 3. Repeat an infinite number of times. The result is a sponge-like structure whose surface area approaches infinity as its volume approaches 0. That's... Something. Yeah, and it looks like something drilled holes into the banana. An infinite number of holes into a fractal pattern, right down to the nano level. Whoa, we could do something like that. The phone wave named subject to change, though. I have one hypothesis. Adding a dramatic pause to build tension. Daughter gulps, waiting for me to continue. It's the result of the microwave's electromagnetic waves. I realize that I recognize the word in this, but it's probably not the most exciting word. I just recognized microwave, then jiranji. What does that mean? If my guess is correct, then our phone wave name subject to change has the potential to become a weapon of unprecedented destructive power, one that could change the face of war as we know it. I twist my lips into a maniacal grin. Then I whip out my phone and put it to my ear. It's me. We're proceeding to stage 2 of the plan. Soon they will learn. The judgment day is near. All shall be as Steins Gate wills. Resistance is futile. El Sai Kongru. I still don't get what that means. Quit talking to your imaginary friend. I'm done with the wiring. I want to explain that he's not imaginary, but revealing the identity of my contact would be a betrayal. Gotta love Oakland just being a mad scientist. Yup. The last thing I need is another enemy, especially one whose power and cunning rivals that of the organization. The phone wave, named subject to change, is now an indecipherable mess of wires. All we did was spacing out in the middle of the sentence. All we did was hook it up to a computer, yet it turned out something like MacDiver would put together. I think I can imagine what that's supposed to be. Popular TV drama that aired in America from 1985 to 1992, the protagonist, MacDiver, is famous for overcoming obstacles with tools fashioned from common household items. So I'm guessing that's a reference to MacGyver. I don't know anything about it, just heard of it before. Now we can access the microwave's terminal mode and see exactly what's going on in its computer brain. I think I know what that is. Yeah, using another networked external computer terminal to operate a program that cannot be run otherwise. Well, what's next? We have bananas. Just before I left May Queen and Lesnia Squared, Mayuri asked me to buy some bananas. That was kind of an appropriately timed, since we went back to a scene of the Nya Cafe. Yeah, timing was good. Beautiful. With her money. She's too nice for her own good. Or maybe she didn't even consider what would happen. By now, you'd think she'd know if I buy bananas, I'm going to experiment on them. And so, I put the entire bunch of bananas into the phone wave name subject to change. You know Mayushi's gonna cry if you use them all, right? Wasn't her money? She donated that money to our research efforts. You don't have to use the whole thing. One is enough. One. Daughter retrieves the bananas, peels one from the bunch, and sticks it back inside the phone wave, named subject to change. We'll never reshape the fabric of society as long as money dictates the limits of our science. You're the only one who wants to reshape society, Okarin. He lost all enthusiasm the second we got back to the lab. What a fickle man. Male? Ew, Ferris again. The holders of original sin, also known as the prophets, Nya. Among them is the girl known as the fallen angel who accepted chaos, Nya. I attached a picture of her face, so remember it well, yeah? Oh, and before I forget, look at the picture with our... Without... Wait. Looking at the picture without protection will cause Divine Eye to activate. The original sin excitation mode 666 compulsory receptor release, which will annihilate you at the somatic level. So be careful now. Interesting. Can't respond, so... Come on, start the timer already. An e-girl. Stop. Right now. I read that wrong. Right now. Where did I put my phone? Ah! I just... address book first, though. Call complete. Instant access. Hello, this is the phone wave. Name subject to change. The Mayashi guidance system. You can operate the timer from this menu. After pushing the pound button, please enter the heating time in seconds. In hindsight, we should have made the Mayashi guidance skippable. Having to wait each time is quite annoying. For example, press hashtag 60 for 1 minute. For 2 minutes, press pound 120. It's finally over. Okay, entering 120 pound. 120 pound. Complete. The turntable inside the phone wave, name subject to change, begins to spin backwards. 2 minutes sure is long. Yeah, sometimes. It doesn't actually have to be 2 minutes. Maybe had the timer set to 2 minutes when she first discovered the freezing function, or whatever it is, so we're just reproducing that. Naturally, we have experimented with 60 seconds and 180 seconds too. If you set it shorter, the freezing only goes halfway, if at all. Conversely, setting it longer increases the effect. You know, if the microwave's emissions are doing it, then shouldn't our cells be getting jellified too? While still looking bored, Dodger finally gets into the discussion at hand. Well, have you ever nuked yourself inside the phone wave, name subject to change? I can't even fit in there. Anyway, what's your source on electromagnetic waves? If you must know. It's my mad scientist intuition. Oh, so no facts. Edison once said, without 1% inspiration, 99% of perspiration is wasted. So, inventors of the world, be inspired, end quote. Wasn't it genius as 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration? Sorry to disappoint, but in recent years it's become common knowledge that that is a misquote. Mwahaha. Edison said that? Be inspired? Yes, be inspired, he said. I don't know if it was exactly what he said, but I'm sure it was something along those lines. At least, that's what the wiki said. Therefore, as a genius mad scientist, I am always The phone wave, name subject to change, rings. This is just going to jellify the banana like usual, isn't it? We need a new experiment. It feels like I wasted 120 seconds on nothing. Daughter opens the phone wave, name subject to change, his door, and peeks inside. What? What? He rubs his eyes, blinks several times, then resumes staring into the microwave. What are you doing? Well, It's gone. Gone? What's gone? The banana. What is he talking about? I pushed Daru aside and looked into the phone wave, name subject to change. It's gone. There's nothing inside. The banana has vanished without a trace. After a short pause to collect myself, I whip out my phone and speak into the silence. It's me. Slight problem. We may have awakened something terrible. My banana. What do you mean something terrible? I ignored Daughter's panicked cry. I'm surprised too. My heart's pounding, but I try to appear calm. I'm invoking Emergency Order 666. Activate the Cold Heart Protocol. What? What do you mean we need congressional approval? There's no time, you fool. Tokyo will be blasted to atoms. I put my phone away after yelling. You should be an actor. Shut up, you Ferris stalker. Where'd you hide the banana? Who's a stalker? The banana. Where is it? Are you planning on becoming a street magician or something? You're the one who hid it, aren't you? Uncomfortable silence. I realize my throat is dry. Where the hell did it go? How should I know? Where did you go? Banana! Banana! I take the turntable out of the microwave, scour every nook and cranny, but find neither peel nor stem of the banana. Wait, I think I get it now. It's not an electromagnetic weapon. It's a teleportation device. What? What? Wait, that's absurd. How else could it have vanished? The microwave was closed. Maybe we should just calm down. Yeah, you're right. We each take a deep breath. Oh, I know. I'll eat one of the remaining bananas. That will calm me down. I reach for the bunch of bananas. What? Impossible. Impossible! Not 3 minutes ago, Daughter plucked a banana from the bunch and put it inside the phone wave name subject to change. But now, there's no sign that a banana was ever plucked. Instead, a single jellified banana has appeared among the regular bananas. Oh shit. What the hell's going on? Daughter notices it too. He reaches out to touch it, but I quickly stop him. Wait, how many bananas are in the lab right now? Just these, I think. Is this gel banana attached to the same stem as the banana you just picked? I don't know, man. I wasn't paying attention. It doesn't look like it was ever plucked. No cuts or anything. Aside from the jellification, it looks completely normal. Hey, Daughter. Could this possibly be... The word I spoke impulsively a few seconds ago. I hesitate to speak it again. But I must. Because no matter how unbelievable it may be, we saw it with our own eyes. My head's full of question marks. I don't know how this happened, but if I were able to explain it as I saw it. The banana that was inside the phone wave, name subject to change, returned instantly to its bunch, in other words. A teleporter. We've invented a teleporter. Oh. I heard a girl's voice coming from the door. That looks like an interesting experiment. Who's there? My heart just skipped a beat. I turn towards the voice in surprise and get pierced by a sharp stare. Impossible! What are you doing here? The 18-year-old genius girl, a sadist who humiliates a man in public, also known as the zombie. Makise Kurisu. Nice exposition, bro. Who are you calling a zombie? What is the meaning of this? What is your purpose here? I'm here to see you, Okabe Rentaru-san. Or is it Hyoin Kyoma-san? Wait, how the hell does she know my real name? I've never spoken it in front of her. I'm pretty sure you have, bruh. I was right. You're one of the organization's top agents, an esper with superhuman powers. No wonder you rose from the dead. I'm not dead, alright? Please stop killing me off. Oh, honey. Hashida-san, can you do something about this guy? You came at a bad time, Makuseshi, with Okarin freaking out like this. Daru doesn't seem fazed by this girl's entrance. Why? Have you betrayed me, Daru? Calm down, man. Are you being blackmailed, or did she seduce you? I glare at Kurisu. He's my right-hand man. How dare you? You've crossed the line, bitch. Bitchiga. Get a hold of yourself. Kurisu's eyes flash dangerously. I think. Such intensity from an 18-year-old. Maybe she didn't resurrect after her first death. Maybe she's a robotic killing machine, constructed to replace the dead Kurisu. Is that it? For now, I'll do as I'm told. Hashira-san gave me the address after yesterday's lecture. He also told me your name. That's all? The truth is, kind of a letdown. So you're here to see me, is that it? Yes. You claim to have seen me die. I came to see if that was the truth, or just a pathetic excuse to grope me. I came for the answer. Now that she mentions it, she did treat me like I was a perv yesterday. 'Cause you pulled up her blouse like a perv would do, you dumbass. Well, I suppose I should be grateful that she didn't call the cops on me after what I did. But what choice did I have? Anybody would react the same way if a dead person's reappeared before them, right? I know I wouldn't. Maybe I would be aggressive with, like, holding her arm like you did, but I wouldn't pull up her blouse. Whatever. But your current behavior is all the answer I need. It was all an act to grope me. My initial hypothesis was correct. Not so fast. There's more to this than you know. I must clear my name, or I'll be labeled as a perv forever. Anyway, let's put that aside for now. Really? That's a relief. I was sure she was going to call the police. But that for now part bothers me. Kurisu enters the development room with a quick, confident stride. Even though she's only 18, she's got a decent figure and good posture. Not much in the chest, though. Her presence seems to fill the cramped room, driving me and Daru to the corners. Can't you tell this area is off limits? I haven't properly introduced myself yet, have I? I'm Makisa Kurisu. Pleased to meet you. Yoroshiku. She holds out her hand. What is she trying to do? Shoot lightning from her fingertips? You can't even shake hands? Are all Japanese men this difficult? Shake hands? This girl genius is asking for a handshake? We only met yesterday, and just moments ago she was on the verge of calling the cops. You're not Japanese? I've lived in America for 7 years. What about it? America? I look down her slender fingers. Glossy, healthy fingernails. No unnecessary nail polish. I stare, fixated. Slowly, I extend my hand, making sure to keep enough weight on my heel so I can flee at a moment's notice. I lightly grab the tip of Kurisu's index finger between my thumb and index finger, then instantly let go. What's your problem? I can feel your order of malice. You must be a powerful kung fu master. Don't be ridiculous. Then you're a ninja. Give it a rest. He is so weird, but like that's part of the fun. Damn, she's completely cold. Her tone got scary sometimes too. If you grew up in America, shouldn't you say, "Ha ha ha, nice to meet you," with a smile across your whole face when asking for a handshake? No, wait. You should be asking for a hug, right? Perhaps that's too much to accept from a killing machine. What kind of stereotype is that? Kurisu sighs. She's not even looking at me. Instead, she's staring at the bananas next to the phone wave name subject to change. The bananas which have just exhibited a most unusual phenomenon. Of the bunch, one has completely jellified. Fascinating. Kurisu brings her face closer to it to get a good look. Have any forceps? No. Oh. And then Kurisu stabs the gelatinous banana with her index finger. She buries her beautiful fingertip knuckle deep into the slimy banana. What are you doing? That's precious data! It's squishy. Kurisu extracts her finger. Pieces of gel cling to her fingertip. She puts that fingertip into her mouth without any hesitation. No taste. Gross. She says it with a straight face. Oh boy, male. Mayushi. Used to go around shouting burn and stuff. Why do boys want fire powers? I think flower powers or plushy powers would be cuter, don't you? I understand why there's no response to that. You have quite the appetite, I see. A side effect of the resurrection, perhaps? If you're that hungry, I guess I could give you a banana or two. No thanks. Either way, those bananas are Mayushi's. Come, don't be shy. This is an offering. Take it. As if. Who would eat some perv's banana? I'm very tempted to just save here, and you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're ending here. Nope. No. I need to save first, please. We're just gonna end on that note. Because I have that power. We're ending on that note of all notes. But yeah, we're leaving on that note, because, yeah, why not? Right, question for you guys before I go ahead and end stream. I'm considering pausing or outright stopping, having Steins Gate on YouTube. The fact that I forgot to hit start recording does not help that desire. Fuck. But But yeah, because like I really want the actual music back in game, but like that is copyrighted as fucking hell and back on YouTube, so I can't include it for the YouTube videos at all, which sucks. Um, but like the vods can stay up for 2 weeks, so like if you miss a stream or two, like you can catch up and see what we did, and then I can like do Steins Gate for longer because I don't have to worry about condensing it into a YouTube video. So, what would you guys prefer I do? Like, have better stream time and more Steins Gate per stream whenever I do stream Steins Gate weekly, but at the cost of no more YouTube videos. That makes sense, yeah. It also spares me a bit too from having to edit like that one more video too. And maybe we can actually try to knock out chapters at a time. Because we're still on chapter 1. I can't remember the music. That's fair. We haven't had it since like the first stream. Do the VODs? Yeah. Okay. No YouTube. Okay. So tonight's stream will be the final YouTube video. And from that point on, anyone that catches it will have to come to my channel on Twitch. And since I already like record the video by default, like I can easily go back and make more videos after the fact and just have YouTube do its like auto mute the song and like have crunchy audio, because it doesn't matter because I've already done the stream by then, you know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for dropping in. Bye bye.